Is it going? Okay, so here I am in Bayonne, France. I've decided to make this video very quickly. It's my last morning here. And this is apt because this is a war memorial from the guys who died during the First World War. And the second, I think they have some names up here. I wanted to make this video because a sudden flash of thought hit me this morning. I'm coming back to Cambridge tomorrow. Wait a second. I'm not going to make some rambling speech in front of the war memorial here. I'm going to start this again. Here we are. This is the Cambridge Cracker coming to you live or pre-recorded from Bayonne in France. This here is a war memorial from the First World War. These men gave their lives for freedom. Freedom, ladies and gentlemen, freedom. And I couldn't think of a more appropriate way to send a message to you, people of Cambridge, than here in front of this war memorial statue. Freedom is the reason why we fight. Freedom is the reason why we do things. Not only freedom, but law and order. Okay? There are rules and there are things that you do and you don't do. Now, this whole business with the Mill Road Bridge is very, very important. It's serious. And the only reason why I'm making this video now is just to tell you how fired up and excited I am to make law and order apply. Okay? There is a group in Cambridge who have decided, they determined, you might want to say predetermined, that the bridge shall be closed, and they have misused the consultation mechanism. We have all of the evidence, and this is the reason why we've gone to court, okay, is to show that they have broken the rules. You don't close the bridge just because you want it to. You don't use the consultation just because you want the bridge to be closed, okay? That's called manipulation, and that's also what you call breaking the law. So I want to keep this short and sharp, and I also want my friends here from Bayonne to witness what I've said. We are going to court to uphold the law, okay? We don't allow people to be deceitful and conniving and controlling and manipulative. This is the reason we have laws, and this is the reason we have courts, to stop people from doing that. So there is this group on Mill Road who think that they have the right to control the society or to shut down the roads just because they want it that way. It's not going to happen. It shall not be allowed. We are going to court to stop that. As I said, the evidence is there. It's plainly obvious. We're going to ask the judge to make his decision, and we're going to ask him or tell him or instruct him, please apply the law here. These people have broken the rules. They have manipulated the system, and we can't allow that to happen. Okay? So anyway, look at this immense tree. There's a digger rolling up on you. That's all I wanted to say. Here I am in France. Obviously I was sitting here in front of this amazing statue, and I just wanted to say all of that. This is the reason why we're doing this stuff. These men didn't lay down their lives so that the system can be hacked and manipulated. No, exactly. Watch out. You can't see this, but there's a huge truck rolling behind my cameraman. Anyway, I'll sign off now. This is Cambridge Cracker. This is William Bonnell reporting for the Cambridge Cracker from Bayonne in France. That's Basque country. That's original country. Excuse my language. Don't know what else to say. Is that enough? This is take 3. Cambridge Cracker reporting. You never really know how these things are going to go. I thought I would just do it again and again until I get it right. Here I am in Bayonne, France, standing in front of an immense war memorial for World War I. Now, think, why do these people die? Why did they lay down their lives? Why did they fight for the country which they live in? I was sitting here yesterday just contemplating reality, and it occurred to me, this is why we fight. Nah, this is no good. Start again. And go again. Are you recording? This is take 4. This is Cambridge Cracker coming to you live or pre-recorded from Bayonne in France in front of this immense statue, a war memorial for World War I. You've heard that already. We know what we're doing. Oh, this is bullshit. Take number 5. This is Cambridge Cracker coming to you from Bayonne in France. This is Basque country, and I'm standing in front of an immense war memorial for World War I. Just to remind everybody what the world has been through. How many people have tried to dominate and control, and how people have fought to say, no, that's not okay. We fight for freedom, we fight for our rights. And this, I feel, is an appropriate stage for me to say to you what we're doing and why. Now scratch that bit. I just wanted to convey the message and to let you all know we fight. This is rubbish. Start again. Look at the giant tree. Look at it. It's huge. It must be 500 years old. There would have been trees all around these parts at some point in the world. All of them had to be felled to make way for progress. We need a new car strip, also known as a road. Car strip. Okay, start again. Okay, this is the last one now, I promise. Cambridge Cracker coming to you live from Bayonne in France, standing in front of an immense war memorial statue. I feel that this is an appropriate setting to remind everybody the reason why we fight. Because deceitful, lying, controlling, manipulative bleeps cannot dominate society, and if they try, we have laws and courts to stop that from happening. That's the reason why we're doing it. And so I just wanted to say that it occurred to me that these people have blatantly lied, blatantly connived and blatantly manipulated, and the evidence is there to show that. And that's the reason why we're going to court, and we're going to stop them from doing it, and we want the people of Cambridge to understand why, and to stop the liars from bad-mouthing us and telling us that we're no good. That's going to have to do. That's as best as I can conjure up, alright? Because, like I said, they laid down their lives so that we can have a country or a world of democracy and law and order and freedom. And every so often, in law and order and freedom, people think that there's an idea which is so brilliant that it's worth cheating to achieve. But no, you can't cheat. No, you can't destroy people's lives. You can't undermine people's livelihoods. You cannot cut off a bridge. You cannot divide society. You just can't do it. When you try, people will feel it in their bosom that this is so wrong, I'm going to stand up and fight it. And this is what's happening with the Mill Road situation. And, you know, that's it. Apologies for this completely impromptu and unprofessional and ridiculous presentation, but that's how it is. Okay, I'm just going to do another one, just a couple more. My cameraman's gone on strike, so that's why the camera's now static. You never know how these things are going to go. It takes a lot to bear yourself in public, to put yourself out there. And again, my mind's just fucking gone. Start again. One more go. Look at this gentleman here. En garçon à Bayonne. I hope my pronunciation was right, sir. I just want to get these thoughts down, if I can, if I may. This is a really important thing which is going on in Cambridge at the moment. It's a very, very powerful force, an organisation, which stems, I believe, from the government, with all of this money, determined to force these changes. Active travel, all that stuff. Now, yesterday I went on a cycle ride down a cycleway. We went to the beach, a whole dedicated cycle path. It was brilliant. There's nothing wrong with a cycleway. There's nothing wrong with active travel. There's nothing wrong with encouraging active travel. But how is it okay if encouraging active travel must penalise other modes of transport, or active lifestyles must have priority over other lifestyles or life choices? That's just not okay. Why do you think that having a cycleway is so important that you must divide society and you must end people's livelihoods? Why is it so important to you? Active travel is great, cycling is great, but in the Mill Road scenario, it makes no sense to do what you're doing. And they are basically determined, regardless of the courts, to start this work. They want to put a traffic island and bollards in before the court date. Like, why are they doing this? Why can't you just accept that people don't want it? Why can't you use the Carter Bridge? Yeah? And like I said, the evidence has emerged which definitely shows that predetermination has taken place. Right? They put on a consultation, a fake consultation, in order to doctor an appearance of public support. And it's blatant. It's so blatant. What the people have done, or Mill Road for People, or Camcycle, or whoever, have done, is to manipulate the system and doctor a fake public support. And they have tried to use that to force roadworks to take place, which will convert Mill Road Bridge into a cycle bridge. Even though there's a cycle bridge 200 yards away, and even though most people don't want that to happen, and all of the chaos and confusion that it has caused, it is socially divisive, it's wrong, all of these reasons. I don't need to go into it. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to do a rambling speech, didn't I, fellows? But I did. I bloody well did. But I suppose everything is fine, as long as you're standing there. And you, with the bull, everything is fine, as long as there are people willing and determined to stand up and fight for freedom. What is that? Maybe they put a flagpole in there sometimes. Anyway, okay, I've definitely gone on for too long now. Definitely. This is William Bennell reporting for Cambridge Cracker from Bayonne in France. If you don't know where Bayonne is, look it up. It's interesting. It's in Basque country, which itself is an original country, surrounded by newer countries, Spain and France. And it has retained its original culture, determinedly so, defiantly so. It's got its own language, it's got its own customs, and they have a festival every year. And like I said, it's just an interesting place. It's beautiful, really. Anyway, that's enough. Definitely, that's enough. As I say, we must fight for freedom, and fight for our rights, and fight for our culture, and fight for our customs. And we won't have people imposing cycleways over us. It sounds so trite and petty when you put it in that perspective, considering what these guys went through. But it's still relevant. It's relative, isn't it? Why should people, buoyed up by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pounds of government funds, manipulate democracy just so that they can get what they want? It's against the will of the people. When people find out about it, they tut and moan. That's not right. Anyway, like I said, that's enough for me. Cambridge Cracker, Bayonne, France, all the rest of it. Mill Road must stay free. We're going to court. contribute to the fundraiser if you want. I just want to say that this croissant is probably the nicest croissant I've had. Got a really nice taste to it. And I suppose that's what they say when you come to France, you get the best croissants. Real croissant. Although other croissants are nice, but this one is the nicest. Can you hold it? It's a really quick video. Very, very quick. Here, hold it. Can you see that in the background, right? Here. I'm at an epic cathedral, and you're not allowed to film in there, and you're not allowed to talk. Which is why I want to do this very quickly and very quietly. But I noticed something interesting of historical significance, okay? And I'll point it out to you. Now, inside this cathedral, you have some things on the ceiling, and I'm not allowed to talk in here, which is why I'm whispering, right? But look at this. Wow. Bring the camera in. Come in, come in. Come in, come in, come in. You can do it. I just want to point something out, right? So here we are in Bayonne. This is in the south of France. Now, the south of France and the western sort of area of France is known as the Anjou Kingdom, and the Plantagenet kings of England are from France. And so when you look up here, take a look at that. Where is it? There. That. I'm going to risk being told off because this is so interesting and so important. I'm actually going to risk it. Look at this. I'll be able to catch the footage before someone tells me off. Look at this. What is that? I have to turn over for this. Look at that. Does anybody recognize this? This. That's right. You got it right. That is the shield of the kings of England. Oh my God. And we're in a cathedral in the south of France. Does anybody know what that means? Yes, that means that the kings of England are from the Anjou in France. The Plantagenet kings. You got William the Conqueror, William Rufus, his son, Richard the Lionheart, all those various Edwards and Henrys, nobody really quite knows. They have that shield. We have a shared ancestry, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we were all fucked over by the same royal family. Oh, wow. And now here we are in the 21st century, and we're being told not to talk because we're inside a cathedral. Anyway, I love it. I love it. And there's that old man. What do you call him? The old geezer. The Lord. They call him the Lord. Lord Jesus. There he is again, look. There's another one. Anyway, that's enough. Back into the real world. I say real. Look. Even the bits have got details.